Wicomico County is a county located in the southeastern part of the U.S. state of Maryland. As of the 2010 census, the population was 98,733. The county seat is Salisbury. The county was named for the Wicomico River, which in turn derives from Algonquian language words wicko mekee, meaning a place where houses are built, apparently referring to an Indian town on the banks. Wicomico County is included in the Salisbury, MD Metropolitan Statistical Area. The newspaper of record is the Daily Times. History. Wicomico County was created from Somerset and Worcester counties in 1867. Politics and government. Wicomico County was granted a charter form of government in 1964. In the period after the Reconstruction era, Wicomico County became solidly Democratic due to its strong support for secession and state efforts to disenfranchise most blacks by raising barriers to voter registration. Independent insurgent white groups worked to intimidate and discourage black voters, especially in rural areas. Maryland was a one-party state, like others in the South, until after the passage of civil rights legislation in the mid-1960s to protect the right to vote. No Republican carried Wicomico County until 1928, when Herbert Hoover won due to anti-Catholic sentiment in the heavily Protestant county against Democratic candidate Al Smith. The popular General Dwight D. Eisenhower carried Wicomico in 1952. Since the late 20th century, white conservatives, the majority in the county, have increasingly joined the Republican Party. In this same period, African American voters have tended to favor the Democratic Party, which supported their civil rights movement at the national level, as have other minorities. No Democratic presidential candidate has won Wicomico County since Lyndon Johnson's landslide in 1964. As white conservatives increasingly moved into the Republican Party, Bill Clinton, a son of the South, came within 384 votes of beating Bob Dole in 1996. Barack Obama attracted a much higher proportion of the county vote in 2008 and 2012, likely among younger people, the educated, and other minorities. County Council. The legislative functions of government are vested in the County Council. The County Council consists of 7 members, 5 of whom are elected from single-member districts. The other 2 are elected at large. This method tends to produce a council with members weighted toward the majority population, and members need to ensure they do not underrepresent the minority. As of 2014, Councilman John Cannon is the current council president. County Executive. The county executive oversees the executive branch of the county government that consists of a number of offices and departments. The executive branch is charged with implementing county law and overseeing the operation of county government. The position of county executive was established by a modification in the county's charter in 2006. Sheriff. Law enforcement in the county is provided by the Wicomico County Sheriff's Office. The sheriff, Mike Lewis, a Republican, is an elected official. Municipal police agencies exist in the town of Delmer and the cities of Fruitland and Salisbury. State's Attorney. The Wicomico County State's Attorney is responsible for prosecuting the felony, misdemeanor, and juvenile cases occurring in the county. The current State's Attorney is Jamie Dykes. ESQ. Geography. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, the county has a total area of 400 square miles, 1,000 square kilometers, of which 374 square miles, 970 square kilometers, is land and 26 square miles, 67 square kilometers, 6.4% is water. The county's boundary with Delaware is composed of the Mason-Dixon Line and the Transpeninsula Line. The intersection of these two historical lines is the midpoint of the Transpeninsula Line, fixed by Mason and Dixon between 1763 and 1767. The midpoint is located about 8 miles, 13 kilometers, northwest of Salisbury, near the center of the Delmarva Peninsula. The county is generally flat, characteristic of the region, with a few small hills in the northeast. The lowest elevation is at sea level and the highest elevation is 98 feet, 30 meters. Adjacent counties: Dorchester County, Maryland, northwest; Somerset County, Maryland, southwest; Sussex County, Delaware, north; Worcester County, Maryland, southeast. Major highways: US 13, US 13 bus, US 50, US 50 bus, MD 12, MD 54, MD 313, MD 346, MD 347, MD 348, MD 349, MD 350, MD 352, MD 303, MD 354, MD 374, MD 513, MD 670, MD 675, MD 815, MD 992. Demographics. 2000 census. As of the census of 2010, there were 98,733 people, 37,220 households, and 24,172 families residing in the county. The population density was 261.7 people per square mile, 101 per square kilometers. There were 41,192 housing units at an average density of 109.2 per square miles, 42.2 per square kilometers. The racial makeup of the county was 68.7% white, 24.2% black or African American, 0.2% Native American, 2.5% Asian, 1.90% from other races, and 2.5% from 2 or more races. 4.5% of the population were Hispanic or Latino of any race. The largest ancestry groups in Wicomico County are 23% African American, 14% English American, 13% German, 12% Irish and 4% Italian. There were 37,220 households, out of which 28.2% had children under the age of 18 living with them. 44.9% were married couples living together. 15.2% had a female householder with no husband present. And 35.1% were non-families. 25% of households had individuals 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.53 and the average family size was 3.01. In the county, the population was spread out with 6.2% under age 5, 6.2% age 5 to 9, 6.1% 10 to 14, 9.1% from 15 to 19, 9.5% from 20 to 24, 6.4% from 25 to 29, 5.8% from 30 to 34, 5.7% from 35 to 39, 6.1% from 40 to 44, 7.1% from 45 to 49, 7.1% from 50 to 54, 6.3% from 55 to 59, 5.4% from 60 to 64, 4.1% from 65 to 69, 2.8% from 70 to 74, 2.4% from 75 to 79, 1.9% from 80 to 84, and 1.8% over the age of 85. The median age was 35.7 years. For every 100 females there were 91.00 males. Females made up 52.3% of the population, while males made up the remaining 47.7%. As of the census of 2000, the median income for a household in the county was $39,035, and the median income for a family was $47,129. Males had a median income of $32,481 versus $23,548 for females. The per capita income for the county was $19,171. About 8.70% of families and 12.80% of the population were below the poverty line, including 15.60% of those under age 18 and 8.80% of those aged 65 or over. 2010 census. As of the 2010 United States Census, there were 98,733 people, 37,220 households, and 24,172 families residing in the county. The population density was 263.7 inhabitants per square mile, 101.8 per square kilometers. There were 41,192 housing units at an average density of 110.0 per square miles, 42.5 per square kilometers. The racial makeup of the county was 68.7% white, 24.2% Black or African American, 2.5% Asian, 0.2% American Indian, 1.9% from other races, and 2.5% from two or more races. Those of Hispanic or Latino origin made up 4.5% of the population. In terms of ancestry, 15.7% were English, 15.1% were German, 13.6% were Irish, 6.0% were American, and 5.6% were Italian. Of the 37,220 households, 32.4% had children under the age of 18 living with them. 44.9% were married couples living together. 15.2% had a female householder with no husband present. 35.1% were non-families. And 25.3% of all households were made up of individuals. The average household size was 2.53 and the average family size was 3.01. The median age was 35.7 years. The median income for a household in the county was $50,752 and the median income for a family was $62,150. Males had a median income of $42,408 versus $34,544 for females. The per capita income for the county was $25,505. About 7.8% of families and 14.3% of the population were below the poverty line, including 16.7% of those under age 18 and 8.5% of those aged 65 or over. Education. Primary and secondary schools. Wicomico County Public Schools operates public schools in the county. Colleges and universities. Salisbury University, Warwick Community College. Economy. Purdue Farms, Inc., a multinational poultry and grain corporation, is headquartered in Salisbury, the county seat of Wicomico County. Piedmont Airlines is headquartered in unincorporated Wicomico County, at the airport and near the city of Salisbury. Other major employers in Wicomico County include Salisbury University, Verizon, Peninsula Regional Medical Center, the Noland Group, and Pepsi Bottling of Delmarva. Other industries in Wicomico County include electronic component manufacturing, pharmaceuticals, shipbuilding, and agriculture. Media, periodicals, Coastal-style, bi-monthly magazine, The Daily Times, daily newspaper, Metropolitan magazine, monthly magazine, Salisbury Independent, weekly newspaper, Salisbury Star, monthly newspaper, television, WBOC Channel 16, DT 21.1 CBS, WBOC DT2, Fox 21 Delmarva, DT 21.2 Fox, WMDT Channel 47, DT 53.1 ABC, WMDT DT2, the CW3 Delmarva, DT 53.2 the CW, WCPB Channel 28, DT 58.1 and 58.2 PBS. Additional sub-channels 58.3 to 58.5, PAC 14 Public, Educational, and Government Access Television Channel 14, Comcast, Communities, Cities, Fruitland, Salisbury, County Seat, Towns, Delmer, Hebron, Mardala Springs, Pittsville, Sharptown, Willards, Census-designated places, unincorporated communities, Silver Run, Wetumpka, Whitton, partly in Worcester County. Notable people: Erin Burnett, born in Mardala Springs. Burnett was a CNBC host and is currently host of Erin Burnett Out Front on CNN. Joseph Stewart Cotman, 1803–1863, born near Allen, United States Congressman from Maryland. Alexis Denisof, actor, born in Salisbury, married to actress Allison Hannigan, best known for How I Met Your Mother and Angel. Louis J. Fields, United States Marine Corps Lieutenant General, born in Delmer. John Glover, actor, reared in Salisbury. Linda Hamilton, actress, born in Salisbury, most widely known for her starring role in the series Beauty and the Beast, and movies Terminator and Terminator 2. Judgment Day. Quote, Maulana Karinga, born in Parsonsburg. Karinga is an African-American professor of Africana Studies, activist and author, best known as the creator of the Pan-African and African-American holiday of Kwanzaa. Sarah Louise Northcott, convicted of murder in 1928 in Riverside County, California for her role in the notorious Wineville chicken coop murders. Northcott served 12 years in a California prison for her crimes. Following her parole in 1940, she moved to Parsonsburg, Maryland, where she resided until her death in 1944. Frank Perdue, former president and CEO of Perdue Farms. See also, National Register of Historic Places listings in Wicomico County, Maryland. Wicomico County Government. Geographic data related to Wicomico County, Maryland at OpenStreetMap. Wicomico County Convention and Visitors Bureau. Wicomico Public Library. Your Community Link, a database of community, government, and non-profit organizations on the Lower Shore.